Good afternoon, everyone. This is Romona coming to you from Social Media How To's with Ramona. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a gardening logo using Canva. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Canva, please check the links in the descriptions for other videos that I have on Canva. Also, if you don't have a Canva account, check the link in the description for a free trial. So let's get started. In order to create a gardening logo in Canva, click inside the search box and type in gardening logo. Hit enter. In the gardening logo results, you will see a number of gardening logo templates that you can choose from. So just go ahead and scroll through here to see if there's anything that resonates with you, anything that you see that you like. I'm going to choose this logo that I see, which is actually looks like an Instagram story size, but I'm going to go ahead and choose this anyway and resize it. Click on the template of your choice. And as you can see in the name of the actual template that I selected, it does say that it is an Instagram story, but I'm going to show you how to resize this design. So up on the blue navigation bar, you'll see Home, File, and Resize. Go ahead and click on Resize. Now here's the disclaimer. If you don't have a paid Canva account, the resize option will not be available, but I'm going to go back and show you how to do a workaround if you don't have the paid account. So I'm going to go ahead and in the width section, I'm going to change this to 500 by 500 pixels. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the resize button. And as you can see, because this template was a bit larger than the size that I needed, it's not filling the outside area of this logo that I'm about to create. One of the things that you can do when you resize something in Canva is hold down your control key, tap A, and I believe on a Mac, I'm on a PC, I believe on a Mac you would do Command A if you don't have a control key. And then because I've selected everything, I'm going to click on one of these white circular handles and I'm going to drag this up and then click on the bottom right circular handle and drag this down as well. So I can continue to design this just like this by clicking on any of the elements, such as I'm going to click on this text, and I'll click on this text and the button behind it. And by the way, I'm holding down my shift key to grab all of them. So what I did was hold down the shift, click on gardening services, hold down the shift, click on the next text and the next text and the button. What this did was it selected only the text elements and the button. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to click on it and drag it down. And then as you can see, the circular image of the woman is at the bottom. I'm going to actually click on her and drag her up and over like that. And then what you can do next is go ahead and put the name of your gardening company inside one of the text boxes. And because this image is actually supposed to be a logo, I'm going to go ahead and just put a bogus website address in here. And then maybe this button, I can click, hit shift, click again, and then move it up, and then put a phone number in. Another thing that you can do is if you are the actual gardener and you want to put your image in, you can actually click on uploads over here to the left. Click on upload file and then upload a file from your actual computer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on photos on the left and search for a gardener because I don't have a picture of me actually gardening, and select one of these photos. As you can see, here's the lady that's already in the photo, but let's choose this lady. I like her. She has a hat, and then you see she's inside of the photo. If you want, you can actually center her a little bit, make her centered. If you want to center any of this other information, once again, you just would click on your text. I'm going to hold down shift, click on the button, and then I'm going to drag this over. Now, if you want this perfectly centered, look for the pink line. You see that pink line in the center? It's actually your friend and your guide. So make sure that you stop right there at that pink line. It will be perfectly centered. I'll do the same thing for the website. Perfectly center it when I see the pink line. And then the My Gardening Company, I'm actually going to go ahead and click on the alignment tool. So I'll click here, and then that centered it for me as well. And it still looks a little off, so I'm going to drag the box until I see the pink line and stop. So there, now that's in the center as well. Now let's go back over to where the logo templates are. And if you want a perfectly sized gardening logo, because you may not have the paid account, go ahead and choose one of these logo templates because they will be the size that you want them to be. So we'll click on a gardening logo. Now you will see your logo is now open. There's two places where you can see the size of the logo. If you click on File, it will tell you right here the size of the design that you're working with. Or again, you can click on Resize, and then it'll show you right here in the width and height what size that is. So again, if you have the paid version, you can go ahead in here and change it to 250 by 250, 100 by 100, whatever it is that you want to do. But for now, we're going to leave it at 500 by 500, and you can click on this design, and you can either go over to your elements, and I'm going to type in garden, enter, and then see what actually pops up. So I'm looking for a graphic, so I'm going to click on see all to the right of graphics, and then search for what I'm looking for. So you can just scroll down and look here and see what graphics you actually like. I'm going to click on this one, and actually let me undo that. There's an undo button up here, by the way, if you make a mistake, which is the back arrow. I'm going to actually delete this one that I don't want. So I just clicked on it and hit my delete key, and I'm going to go ahead and click on this one that I do want, and I'll drag it up to a place in the center or wherever I want it. And it doesn't have to always be the center. You could put stuff over here. Just you always use the pink boxes and lines as your guide as you're moving stuff around. So there I have it, that's centered. You can go ahead and click in here and change this to your company name, and then you can click on the A to change the color of the name. So let's say you want it brown so that it's earthy. Or if you actually know the actual hex code or the color code for that's on your website, you would want to use that. I'm going to choose this brown. You can then go ahead and click on whatever other text is in already in the logo. And then here you may want to put the website address again, gardencompany.com. You can also highlight this text, change the font size here. You can change the actual font itself over here. You can, if you don't like the fact that the font is too small, make it bigger here. And then if you don't like the fact that it's in caps, click on these three dots in the upper right hand corner, and then click on this uppercase icon, and then you see it changes it to lowercase, so you can go either leave it like that or go in and then change the G to a capital. So just one tip when you're adding your website, please don't use www. That is so antiquated, and it also takes up more space. So if you have a longer domain name, it's going to go all the way across your logo, making it even longer. So don't add the www. People will know when they go on the internet, just type in gardencompany.com and then your website should appear. So that's it. This was a very basic Canva tutorial, but I wanted to do this actually for a client who needs a logo. I wanted to show her how to actually lay out her logo so she can figure out what she wants it to look like so she can play around with it. She may actually send hers to a graphic designer to ask them to create it for her, but at least she'll have like some sort of layout or something to show them exactly what it is that she's looking for. So that's it. Once again, this is Ramona from Social Media How To's with Ramona. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell so that you'll receive notifications each time I post a new video. And with that, I want to say have an amazing day.